Hello, poopsies. Hello, and thank you for joining me for another ASMR video. It's me, Tony Bomboni, and back at it again with another video. So, welcome. I wanted to make this video all about my website today. I think it's been a hot minute since I made an update video on my website, which is called TonyBomboni.com. You hear about it all the time in my content. However, I don't really talk too heavily or deeply about it, and I worry sometimes that not enough people are getting this information or knowing, because I still get questions every week to this day about my website, even though I have, tried to address them. That's why I always feel like it's never enough, because I understand that not everyone watches all my videos. So if I address an issue of my website in one video, a person may not have heard that video necessarily, even though they are a frequent subscriber to my services, for example. So I get it. So I just want to make one video announcement where I can talk everything about my site without any confusion, questions, or issues. And hopefully this addresses any concerns that people may have genuinely, okay? All right, and I also want to share some updates as well. So I did some website work last night. Actually did a couple times this week. It always takes quite a while. You website workers, or like people who make websites or design them, or people who run their own business, know how long websites take. Even the smallest little change can take sometimes a half hour to an hour at least to do, depending on what you're trying to accomplish. So I understand the sometimes stress or pressure that causes. I personally enjoy it, but as a business, you want to grow and succeed, and naturally that causes some stress. I guess whatever they call healthy stress, right? Your brow sweats because you want to make sure you do the right job and you do something good for people. But nonetheless, I've added new features on my website. So that's the first thing I want to address and get out of the way for you. If you may have any confusion about this whatsoever, take a sip of my coffee. Cheers. Sweet vanilla decaf espresso. Okay, so the first thing is the live phone call. So I've made a YouTube short. Thank you for everyone who's watching the YouTube shorts lately. I'm glad you guys are enjoying them. You guys seem to watch those a lot more than my regular videos. But I enjoy making them every day. I'm trying it for a little while, but I'm still making my normal content like this. But so I have addressed on the YouTube short already, but I'm going to address it on here now. I've addressed it on my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. I have 2 Facebook pages actually. My YouTube community post, my newsletter on my website. Everywhere I could possibly think of, I've addressed this already, except for on an official video, like a full-blown video. I've announced it in the beginning of videos. But briefly, again, not everyone sees those. So hopefully this draws the people who care about my website and want to listen to me yap about it. But basically, long story short, summary is, and I like to go into detailed explanations with these videos in particular, so there's no confusion and I answer any questions you may have, right? I'm beginning live phone call tarot readings. So it's on my website now officially, and I wanted to share that with you today and show you. Yay! I'm excited. So now when you go on TonyBomboni.com, you click the Book Now button at the top of the page, or go to TonyBomboni.com/book-online, direct URL. You will, or links in the description below, top pin, comment below, they're everywhere. They're in the newsletter where you click the Book Now button. It's pretty obvious where my website is. There's really nowadays, honest to God, there should be no more confusion about that. This should be very clear, very upfront and straightforward. If you're still confused, you probably won't even make it to the checkout page, because it really shouldn't even be that confusing. It's really obvious where my website is by now. long story short, when you go on the book online tab, you will see the tarot readings I normally do. You'll see the coffee cup readings, candle wax readings, Reiki healings, and custom ASMR information on there. And so under the tarot reading tab, you will start to see now officially the 15-minute, 30-minute, and hour-long filmed tarot readings and the 15-minute, 30-minute, and hour-long live phone tarot readings section, okay? So you can officially book a live phone call with me. Yes, personally with me. You know my voice. You want to hear my normal speaking voice to prove to you that that's me? Hey, yo, what up? No, I'm joking. Well, this is my normal, regular speaking voice. So, obviously it's, me, you've watched my vlog channel, right? That's how I sound. So, yeah, I sound a little different on the phone. People have told me they thought I was a woman on the phone, but you know my voice by now. Yeah, so that's me. You can't imitate my voice, Sometimes people are like, is it AI? They're worried about the videos. No, I think it's pretty obvious to tell what's AI nowadays and what's not. Even though it's getting harder to tell. AI can't make an hour-long tarot reading with scratching myself, sometimes sipping on a drink, reading your message. It can't do all that. It's obviously me. Who else is it gonna be? I'm not a POS. I'm not gonna send somebody an AI video of me because I want to save time. No, this is a legitimate service. I'm a legitimate real person and a real human being. So you don't have to worry about that. And yeah, obviously over the phone, you're gonna be talking to a live human, so duh. Let's get that out the way, right? I want to just shine a light on the fears or concerns, because I feel like a lot of times people have a lot of fears. And it's understandable, when I shop online, I'm still looking up reviews of businesses or stuff. You have seen countless times reviews of my services on the YouTube comments, YouTube posts I make, social media. People are always, poopsies are always so kind to say, oh, I've booked a service many times. I really trust on him, and he's reliable, and blah, 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 blah. So I don't need to prove myself to anybody. I know I'm good, right? I don't have any issues with my business. There's nothing sus going on, yada, 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 right? Yeah, we're not even going to address that today because there's no concern to address whatsoever, right? Back when I made jewelry, Ukachunga, there were concerns, genuine, concerns to address about if the jewels were real or fake, or if dino poop was real or fake. I don't have, thank God, thank you, Jesus, I don't have any damn concerns about my business, In a joking way, sometimes I wish I did. It'd make my life less boring. It's nice to get a little controversy. That's how you get attention. But no, thank God. I don't wish for that. Seriously, thank God. My business since 2019 has been real solid. I've never had any issues, for the most part. There's no current issues. So, yeah. There's no, heavy things to address today. It's just information about my website. So back to what I was sharing with you. So obviously, if you don't want to click links, I understand. You type TonyBomboni.com into your web browser. You'll see this beautiful page. Click book now. It's right there. This is the information people often overlook. Even this, the coupon code, they see our services. Oh, they just want to quickly scroll down and book their service. But it's important you don't overlook things on my site, because I do update them from time to time. I shall read you that fine print information right there, okay? Are you facing challenges and in need of some guidance? Look no further. Choose any booking that speaks to you, and I'll be thrilled to assist you on your journey. You'll receive an unlisted YouTube link after our session, allowing you to revisit our conversation as often as you'd like. Completely private and just for you. Plus, you can enjoy the entire experience from the comfort of your own space. And if you're interested, I can even do your session in ASMR. Now pay attention, okay? For live readings over the phone, call text to 941-529-6195, okay? That's my number now, okay? That's my number to call or text for a live phone reading. And we can go over rates and schedule day and time. But the rates are on my website, okay? They're all there. All right. Note, live phone readings are the only booking that does not come with a video included. If you'd like a phone call and video combined, so me talking to you on the phone and filming that conversation at the same time with the tarot cards or the reading of your choice, you have to text or call me. You have to text or call me for the rates because it will be an additional fee for me to do that. If it's your first time, it's not going to be an additional fee, But, if you want a video and a phone call at the same time, yeah, it has to be an extra fee. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of work. So, yeah. So, here you go. So when you scroll down, there you can book the 15-minute filmed, 30-minute filmed, or 1-hour filmed tarot card reading, okay? Keep scrolling. Don't give up. There's the 15-minute live phone tarot reading, 30-minute live phone tarot reading, an hour-long live phone tarot reading. And then you keep scrolling, you can see the coffee cup. I recently added that they're filmed, okay? People, I can't believe I never added this. No wonder people, booked these less. Maybe they thought they were not filmed either. 15-minute filmed coffee cup reading, 30-minute filmed coffee cup reading. Yes, they are all filmed. 15-minute filmed candle wax reading, okay? I never added those, now I add them, okay? There's the Reiki, and there's the custom ASMR videos you can book. All right. So, yeah, the live phone calls are going to be a little more money, okay, just because it takes more energy out of me. The videos don't take nearly as much as a live reading. I remember reading for friends and family live. They usually drain me and exhaust me more, right, if I'm honest, okay, than a video reading, okay? And that's why I have to upcharge just a little bit more, just slightly more, The best deal is always going to be the longest session. So if you book half hour or hour long, your best deal is the hour long per minute, okay? Hour long, it ends up maybe, how much is it now? Let's see my rates currently. Yeah, $2.50 a minute. That's very fair. That's in the market of most tarot readers who have a lot of experience. But for now, you obviously can use your discount coupon code, okay? So that makes your rate even less, okay? So it's going to be probably like, with the coupon code, maybe like $2 a minute. Very fair, very reasonable. I'm definitely not expensive, especially if you get you book your first time, you get a video and a live phone call. Wow, no one's really going to bother doing that for you nowadays, for that cheap. So it's worth it. And I'm very fair with my prices. And I still, to this day, have reduced prices on my video readings. It's $144 with the coupon code. I only end up getting $110 out of it. So, it's extremely cheap. It ends up probably I get, even after taxes, $1 and a half per minute at max at best, It's very, very cheap. It's very affordable. I know I deserve more. But, I'm still trying my hardest to reach as many people as possible. So that's my commitment to you. All right. And realistically, I know who I am. I know my worth. I know how much effort over the years. I'm on YouTube for 18 years now. And I remember at one point people were dreaming to call or text me. People couldn't even imagine it. They thought I was like this online celebrity or whatever. So, I see people charging $2,000 per hour for a live chat, for coaching, or live classes. I think I'm worth less than $200 an hour. Okay? I know I'm worth more, right? That's my point. So, I don't, really like to talk about pricing because I know that this is going to be worth it for you. This is going to be life-changing material. And it is something you just can't simply get out of even sometimes these people who charge $2,000 an hour, Not to bash on them, but literally, I see the same value either way, right? So I personally would rather a lot more clientele than, someone who charges an astronomical amount and only gets booked once a week. I feel like I'm doing more by reaching more people. So that's personally what I'm doing. but not charging too less to where I get so many clients that I burn out and exhaust myself. So I have to, upcharge and have a little bit extra in order to make it worth it, So you deserve as a business to get paid for what you produce. That's how it works, baby, So I just wanted to get that out the way for any questions or concerns about that. So the option's still there if you'd rather just call or text at 941-529-6195. You can still do that, chat with me back and forth. I try to respond pretty quick. Usually my respond time is like maybe 10 in the morning through 8 in the evening, maybe 10 in the evening. Sometimes if I'm working late, rarely, but sometimes I'll respond at midnight. If you're up and you're texting me, I'll respond. It's no big deal. But I'll respond every day, Sunday through Sunday. Like, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Any day of the week, any month, any year, I'm available, okay? I can't promise this service will be available forever. Depends on how in demand I am. I'm definitely not trying to burn out and exhaust myself in my 30s, child. That's not worth any amount of money anymore to me, right? I'd rather, if I have to do 2 live readings a day, I will, just to make sure I'm good, I'm healthy, because I do continue to have to take care of my health and well-being and make sure it's on fleek. Okay? But yeah, if you don't want to book through the website, you want to privately, fund me, you just leave a what do you call it? A payment, I was going to say tip or donation. That doesn't make sense. You're free to tip and donate, but, submit payment to paypal.me/Tony Bomboni. And you submit the payment there for a 15-minute, 30-minute, or hour-long reading, whatever you choose. And then, text or call me, and then we'll go over the information and the details, like day and time of schedule. What works best for me right now is most days, like for now, it's Monday through Wednesday. I would say probably noon to 6 p.m. That's typically my live phone call time. If you really have no other time, no choice, we can work with the time and day, okay? Just let me know in advance. I'm going to need advance notice, okay? At least a day or two, right? So, another thing I want to show you, okay? So let's pretend like we're going to go ahead and book, right? I'm going to go ahead and click book now, where it says 15-minute. Then it's going to lead you to schedule a service. This is also a change I have recently made. I've realized that I was having too many days and times, like to the point where when you scroll, you can't really see the other details. It was like too much to scroll. So for now, the booking days and times show 8 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Ignore that. It doesn't matter what day and time you book. I'm going to get back to you when I get back to you. All right? Typically a day to 2 business days, sometimes early, but 3 business days, you will receive your video. The live phone call, I will get back to you instantly. As soon as possible. As soon as I can, right? Sometimes I'm eating or in the bathroom or going to the store, whatever. I don't need to go into details, right? But I will get back to you. I know a lot of people have a lot of anxiety. I've noticed over the years with someone not responding right away. I understand. Please bear with me. Please be patient with me. I really do appreciate your patience because some days I have several clients to get through and several videos like these to film, and I can only do so much, right? So you have to understand that part as well. Sometimes emergencies come up, family member calls, they need something. Life happens. I will let you know though, if you book a live reading, I will literally get back to you as soon as possible. As soon as possible. That's your guarantee. If you book the film part, I don't usually get back right away because the website is on, the information's on the website. I will submit your video in 1 to 2 days. I don't have to be immediately replying. But for a live phone call, I have to because now we have to schedule a day and time. You see how that works? And that's part of why it's a little extra, Does that make sense? So let's say you pretend to book. Yeah, there you go. 7 o'clock. Next, okay. Click 7 o'clock, then click next. So here's the booking form. enter email, phone number, message, then you click add to cart, and then view cart. Okay. Oops, sorry, hold on, I messed up something. One second. All right. So there you go, your booking details. You click add to cart. Okay. All right, it'll show this pop up. You can continue browsing or you click view cart. We're going to click view cart. All right, then it shows you your informations here. Okay. So this is where there's confusion. Okay, this is the part I'm trying to show you. This is the top of the web page. This is the bottom, right? Okay. Go back to the top. You see it says checkout. If you want to check out with your credit card, whatever, debit card, Apple Pay, and then PayPal checkout. People are missing this. More payment options. You click that. Pay later. Buy now, pay later is an option. Okay, so if for those who right off the bat, they don't feel comfortable booking, let's say $150 whatever dollar service, but you want to pay it off monthly or whenever you'd like to, click that option, pay later, okay? But I just want to scroll to let you know. This is how it looks. This is where you can add a discount or promo code. Then you type Tony20, then click apply. It will apply. So let's do it together, okay? Tony20. Everyone's free to use that 20% off code. Apply. Sorry, Tony2. I'm sorry, it wasn't Tony20. It's Tony2. Tony2. Tony and the number 2. One word, Tony2. There we go. So now it shows you the promo code took off right there. Sorry for the focus. It took off $9.80 from your total. So instead of paying $49 for a 15-minute tarot reading, bam, $39.20. Okay? And then here too, right? More payment options. If you want to do pay later, you click pay later. It's going to lead you to the loading icon with the lock screen that PayPal has. It's going to lead you to enter your email and password to log in or sign up with PayPal, okay? I recommend everyone, before you even book a service, sign up through PayPal if you don't have an account already. That way, you're also able to, leave a tip or something if you like. But, there's so many other ways to transact. There's Venmo. There's Google Pay, Let's click checkout. So it'll ask you for email, first, last name, and phone number. I can't see any of this information when you do the billing portion. Only Wix.com can, because it's through Wix. It asks you if you'd like to leave a tip. You don't have to. I never ask anyone to, or a custom amount. That's just how it is nowadays. And if you happen to forget to, enter the promo code, you can still enter it here. Right, by clicking enter promo code. All right, but it's already applied. So nowadays, it's actually shortened. The booking form is smaller and simplified. It's not going to ask you for all your personal information anymore. I don't think it's going to ask anymore for billing, address, and all these details. It's simplifying the checkout process to make it faster. Because I understand people's attention span, mass majority is like this. I get it. Especially when you're browsing online, I get it. A lot of people don't have time for BS. So I have just simplified it as much as possible, but added things that make more sense. So I want to make it as straightforward, simple, easy, and convenient for as many people as possible to book a service, so there's no more questions, doubt, or confusion. Okay? So I thank you so much as a longtime business owner myself for signing up, joining, and again, I don't think you realize the gravity. I still don't think people realize or understand the full gravity of, you literally will not have these YouTube videos without your support on there, period, right? It's that simple. I literally cannot afford to keep going like this. I would literally have to get a job and just stop doing tarot, stop doing ASMR completely, if I don't get support on TonyBomboni.com, period. That's just how it is. So, sometimes I feel like people think, oh, he gets enough clients. Oh, he gets more than enough. No, I don't. I'm poor compared to some of these creators, right? who are earning hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. I don't earn shit. At the end of the day, I'm just like everybody else. That's why I stress so much the importance. Yeah, I wish I could be rolling it and making like 20K a month. I don't, and that's the dead honest truth. And, I don't want people to feel like I got it like that. And even if I do, people who do, yeah, they deserved it. They worked hard for it, or they got lucky, or some other thing in life, So that's why I don't want anyone to feel like, oh yeah, he hasn't, like he doesn't need that. Yes, I do, right? I need it like you, me, and everyone else, right? So I cannot keep functioning without that support on there. But also, I don't look at it as support. It's not free money. Like you get a service, That's kind of how important it is, that I'm not sitting here like asking for money or begging, like, I work very hard for what I do, and I'm very passionate about what I do, and I love helping people, and that's why I've chosen this path. I didn't choose it for the money. I'm not here for the money, right? I have been in a route where I have earned a lot, and it brought me a void. It brought no satisfaction because I felt I wasn't helping anybody or contributing to society in a positive way. So this path I've chosen, yes, it's maybe making me live more comfortably, but it has allowed me to live more joyous, more fulfilled inside, and more aligned to my purpose. And this is why I enjoy what I do. But yeah, realistically, I do need your help. I do need your support, And it's a changing world online. Creators are complaining about a lot of changes going through, with their channels not being seen and, all that stuff. So, I'm doing the best I can as a creator, and I want to continue being a creator, because I feel like that's so hard to come by nowadays and so rare is, to even be able to do this full time. I really don't take it for granted at all. And another reason I wanted to do live phone call readings is because I really wanted to hear your beautiful voices. I really wanted to connect with you guys one-on-one and get to know you more on a deeper, more personal level. And that means a lot to me. And I'm going to start crying. Like, I have been doing this for 7 years now, and I am so grateful for all the people that I've reached. And it makes me so happy that I'll be able to reach more people now. And, if you're asking, do you do live video calls? For now, no. Okay. I may in the future. I don't want to confuse people too much. For now, I'm just going to simplify and do either videos sent to your email inbox or live phone calls, readings. That's it. Or both if you want to pay more. But yeah, for now, it's phone calls or videos, and phone calls or filmed videos to your email inbox. In the future, I may do live videos. For now, I'm not. Okay. Just want to get that out the way. But yeah, and it sometimes they say it helps to do a live phone call because you can connect more, you can channel better with the person and interact and get feedback. That's very important to a session in general, is to hear back from the person. Sometimes what frustrated me is like, I was like on the tip of an answer, and I'm like, I wish I could just one-on-one interact with this person right now and ask them if this is true. And that was always so hard for me, is to bite my tongue and hold back, knowing that I couldn't hear your voice back. But I had to use my best prediction possible. And it worked out, and it worked, and it served its purpose, and it will continue to do so. However, I think this is appropriate, and it's I needed to build my confidence in these last 7 years to feel good enough to do a live service, to feel good enough. And have thicker skin, even if I have like issues or someone says, yeah, this doesn't resonate or something, and I'm a shy person, I'm an introvert mostly. So, I myself didn't feel comfortable at first interacting when, having hundreds of thousands of viewers watch me every month. And then I have to do like a one-on-one phone call with somebody. Honest to God, like I've interacted with some poopsies in the past, like many years ago. It's made me uncomfortable because I felt like constantly pointing out like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm talking to you. Like it was a little too much for me, so I think this was the right time in my life to do this service. And I'm so honored, so humbled to be able to do this, like just to have the blessing to do it. Like I don't even, you don't necessarily need to start my business from scratch. I can just already just shout it out to you and promote it that way. I feel so grateful. You have no idea. So yeah, it's even inspired me to make like my own separate tarot reading channel, believe it or not. I've been thinking about that, going back to that for quite some time, but you never know. But yeah, so cheers to that, and I very much look forward to reaching you and speaking with you. But again, if you don't want, a lot of people are shy or have anxiety. Look, there's no pressure. You don't have to call me, okay? You can still book you can still book a filmed service, and I just send you the email to your inbox like always. Keeps you anonymous, keeps you private. All of this is from the comfort of your own home. You don't have to be anywhere to call me specific, I'll just be home, obviously, to do these. Look, if I'm eating, I'll answer the call. I'll tell you, hey, can I call you right back and we can start our reading? Sure. Or I'll call you back to schedule a day and time. Don't be afraid to text me. Don't be afraid to call me or ask. I'm here, okay? As long as it's not like midnight or 10 p.m., when I'm settling down or whatever. Like, yeah. And, don't try something funny. Like I have the spam filter thing. It's like a business number. So, it's automatically blocked if it's like spam call or whatever. So yeah, or spam text. So yeah, that number is not to advertise your business with me. That number is specifically for readings. I do have to disclaim that, okay? I just want to get that out the way because it's on film, it's on video right here. This is evidence. So someone, tries something funny. There's proof, there's legal proof. I have it on file here, okay? So yeah. I think I've pretty much addressed everything I needed to address right now. So thank you so much for watching and listening. I hope I answered any question. Please don't be ashamed to call, text, or leave a comment with any question or concern you have. This is why this feature is here. I used to have like a live like AI thing. This was like 3-4 years ago. They already came out with like this live bot chat. AI has been around a long time. I don't think you realize. But anyway, that's why it's so good now. But in the corner of my website, it used to be this little chat bot. People used to type it, and it just wouldn't help people. It would not answer the right question. So I'm like, oh, I had to scrap that. I was so frustrated. I was like, oh, I wish there was a way I could just like live chat people. Now there is. This phone number I give you. Like I said, 941-529-6195. And now there is a way, if you have any question or concern. There always was a way, actually. You could DM me on Instagram at ASMRER. You could email me at alienreikimaster@gmail.com. But for some, that's too slow, and I don't always get back to those right away. With this, it's almost guaranteed I get back to you as soon as I possibly can. All right? And you're talking to me. You're not talking to an AI chatbot, which is... Nowadays, it's probably less useless, but 3-4 years ago was pretty much useless. So, and I know not everyone supports AI because of the water usage thing, so I just don't want to do that for now. But yeah, so I think a lot of people are resorting back to human connection, and yeah, so thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye bye.